Hi students, good morning. Welcome back to English class. So today we are going to start our fourth prose, the Attic. Okay, so the author of this prose is Satyajit Ray. So you know what is meant by the word Attic, I hope we have seen in the previous classes. So anyhow, if you couldn't recall, let us see in the end what is the meaning, right? Now let us see about the author of this prose, Satyajit Ray, right? Satyajit Ray, 1921 to 1992, was an Indian filmmaker, screenwriter, graphic artist, music composer and author. He was born in Kolkata. He authored several short stories and novels meant primarily for young children and teenagers. He revived the children's magazine Sandesh, which his grandfather had started in 1913, and edited it until his death in 1992. Ray was more interested in writing rather than filmmaking. His stories have been translated in Europe, the United States, and many other countries. Ray received many awards, including 32 National Film Awards by the Government of India, notably the Padma Bhushan in 1965 and the highest civilian honor Bharat Ratna shortly before his death. Right. So Satyajit Ray was born on 2nd May 1921. That is, he was born on 2nd May 1921 and was died on 23rd April 1992. He was an Indian filmmaker. Okay, so he was a Bengali by birth. He belongs to a family. So his family name is called the Kayastha family, which is very famous in arts and literature, right? So he was an Indian filmmaker. So he was a filmmaker, screenwriter. Screenwriter means one who writes scripts for movies, one who writes screenplays. Okay. Graphic artist. So graphic artist means one who makes graphic arts, graphic designs. You might have seen in the movies, many graphics you'll be seeing, right? So likewise he makes graphic arts and designs, and he composes music. He is a music composer and also he is an author. He had written many books. He was born in Kolkata. Okay, so Satyajit Ray was born in Kolkata. He has a nickname called Manik. Okay, so his nickname is called Manik. So, he authored several short stories and novels meant primarily for young children and teenagers. So, he had written many short stories and novels which is mostly for young children and teenage people, that is for the youth. He revived the children's magazine Sandesh, which his grandfather had started in 1913, and edited it until his death in 1992. So revived means bringing back to life. Okay. So his grandfather had started writing a magazine called Sandesh in which year? In the year 1913. So after the death of his grandfather, it was left as it is, that is, it was incomplete. And after his grandfather's death, he continued this work. Who? Satyajit Ray. He edited it until his death in 1992. So he started continuing that, editing that till his death in the year 1992. Ray was more interested in writing rather than filmmaking. So comparing to filmmaking, he was very much interested in writing. His stories have been translated in Europe, the United States and many other countries. Okay, so all his stories have translated in the European languages, in the United States and in many other countries. Ray received many awards, including 32 National Film Awards by the Government of India. Okay, so he had received many awards, which includes 32 National Film Awards by the Government of India. Notably, so Padma Bhushan in 1965 and the highest civilian honor Bharat Ratna shortly before his death. Okay. So Padma Bhushan, Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan are all civilian awards, highest civilian awards. So Bharat Ratna will get the first place, and Padma Vibhushan is the second highest civilian award, and Padma Bhushan is the third highest civilian award. Okay, so he had received many awards, which includes 32 National Film Awards by the Government of India, and he had received the third highest civilian award called Padma Bhushan in the year 1965, and he had received the highest civilian honor, that is award Bharat Ratna, before his death. So this is about the poet Satyajit Ray. His nickname is Monik. So he worked mainly in the Bengali cinema. Okay. As he was a Bengali by birth, as he belongs to Bengal family. Okay, so he had mostly worked, mainly he had worked in the Bengali cinemas. Okay, so he has multiple phases, that is he was a filmmaker, screenwriter, graphic artist, music composer, and also a prominent author. Though this is about the author Satyajit Ray. Now let us get into the lesson. The Attic, written by Satyajit Ray. Right. Let us get into the lesson. Okay. Let us see the warm-up part. It is natural for human beings to make mistakes. When we realize our mistakes, we should try to rectify them. If you get a chance to rectify a mistake or pay back for it, what would you do and how would you correct it? Right. So it is natural for human beings to make mistakes. So it is nature for all the human beings to make mistakes. Okay, nobody will be there without making any mistakes in their lifetime, because it is a natural process which occurs in each and every human's life. When we realize our mistakes, we should try to rectify them. Okay, but once when we realize our mistakes, what we have to do? We have to rectify it. We have to stop it. We have to correct it. Okay. If you get a chance to rectify a mistake or pay back for it, what would you do and how would you correct it? Okay. If you are getting a chance to rectify your mistake or pay back for it or pay a compensation for it, it is not in the sense of money, right? What would you do and how would you correct it? So what will you do and how will you correct your mistakes? Okay, so now let us see this prose. So the author is asking, so it is a question for you. You are making a mistake. Suppose if you are realizing that what you have made is a mistake. When you realize your mistake, what will you do? How will you correct it? Okay, now let us get into the lesson. Okay, so Aditya. So Aditya is the first character we are seeing in this lesson. Aditya and I were returning from the site of a new factory at Deodarganj. Okay, so Aditya and I means here the author. Okay, Aditya and I were returning from the site of our new factory from Deodarganj. So Deodarganj is the name of the place. So both of them were returning back from the factory site. Site means the place where something is constructed, some building or apartment or a industry, factory, whatever is constructed, that is called as site. Okay, we were driving along National Highway 40, NH40. Okay, so they were நம்மள ரோட்ல போகும்போது ஹைவேஸ்ல போகும்போது பார்த்திருப்பீங்க NH40, NH47, 70, 16. So like that they are driving along National Highway 40. We had reached a point where the road bifurcated. Okay, so as they are driving along the National Highway 40, they are reaching a place where the road bifurcated. So bi means two. By means two. So bifurcated means So where the road has separated into two or divided into two. If we draw 10 kilometers along the road that branched off to the right, we would reach Brahmapur. Okay. So if we draw is the past tense of what? Drive, right? What is the past participle? Drive, draw, driven. So if we draw 10 kilometers along the road that branched off. So what does mean by branched off? Branch off is a phrasal verb. Okay, so branched off means to separate from something and move in a different direction. That is branched off. To separate from something and move in a different direction. Okay, that is the meaning of branched off. So if we draw 10 kilometers along the road that branched off to the right side, they will reach a place called Brahmapur. Okay, so they are driving along a national highway. Okay, so at a point the road is splitting into two. Okay, if they are choosing the right side, okay, where they are choosing the right side, and if they are driving 10 kilometers, they will reach a place called Brahmapur. I asked Aditya whether he was interested in revisiting the place of his birth, which he had left after he had passed the matriculation examination from the local school to continue his studies in Calcutta. I asked Aditya whether he was interested in revisiting the place of his birth. So who asked whom? Satyajit Ray, the author, is asking to Aditya whether he was interested in revisiting. Revisiting means visiting again. Okay, visiting the place of his birth. So Abdina, whose birthplace is Brahmapur? Aditya's birthplace is Brahmapur. Okay, which he had left after he had passed the matriculation examination from the local school to continue his studies in Calcutta. So he had left his native place, okay, because after completing his matriculation examination in a local school in Brahmapur, he had gone to Calcutta to continue his higher studies. So after that he didn't visit his native. So that's why the author is asking to Aditya, shall we go and visit your native place, right? When I left our ancestral house 29 years ago, the house was almost 200 years old, recollected Aditya. I doubt if even the school building, which may have undergone many changes, will be recognizable anymore. Trying to revive old childhood memories may prove disappointing. Okay, so when I left our ancestral house, so ancestral means old. Okay, so here I refers to whom? I refers to Aditya. Okay, so when I left our ancestral house, when before 29 years, the house was almost 200 years old. Okay, so 29 years முன்னாடி நான் அந்த வீட்டை விட்டுட்டு when I came to Calcutta, what is the age of that house? It is 200 years old. It means it was built before 200 years. Recollected Aditya. So Aditya is recollecting all those memories. I doubt if even the school building, which may have undergone many changes, will be recognizable anymore. Okay, so he says that, so even the school building, so it is now how many years when almost he left his native place? It is almost 29 years, right? So I doubt even if even the school building, which has undergone many changes, will be recognizable anymore. I don't know whether even the school building is recognizable or not. Trying to revive old childhood memories may prove disappointing. Okay, so if I want to revive, if I am reviving, that is rewinding, if I am thinking all those childhood memories, so it might be disappointing. Disappointing means dissatisfying. Who is telling to whom? Aditya is telling to the author. Who is the author? Satyajit Ray, right? But he said he wished to visit the tea shop of Nagin uncle if it still existed and have a cup of tea there. So what he is telling is, but he said, who said? Aditya said, he wished to visit the tea shop of Nagan uncle. So he wanted to visit the tea shop of Nagan uncle. Nagan is the name of the person. If it still existed, so if it is still there, okay, whether it is still there, and have a cup of tea there. That is, he wants to visit the tea shop of Nagan uncle and he wants to have a cup of tea there in his shop. So we took the turning to the right. So at last they have decided to revisit the place of, revisit his native place, that is Brahmapur, and they are turning to the right and decided to drive to Brahmapur. And they had, as they had decided to go and visit Brahmapur, they have chosen the right side path, of which Aditya's ancestors were once the Zamindars. So in Brahmapur, Aditya's ancestors means all his grandfathers, grandfathers, okay, they were once the Zamindars. You know what is mean by Zamindar, right? So they were Zamindars once in Brahmapur. So they are now going to visit the native of Aditya. Aditya's father had left the ancestral home and moved to Kolkata, where he had set up his own business. After his death, Aditya was looking after it and I was his friend and business partner. Right. So Aditya's father had left the ancestral home. So he had left that old home, ancestral home. What is the age of that before 29 years? 200 years almost. Now it will be almost 229 years, right? So Aditya's father had left the ancestral home and moved to Kolkata, where he had set up his own business. That is where he had arranged his own business. After his death, whose death? Aditya's father's death. After his death, Aditya was looking after it. Looking after what? Looking after the business of his father. And I was his friend and business partner. And who am I? I am his friend. I am Aditya's friend and I am also the business partner of Aditya. Who is telling? The author is telling. Satyajit Ray, right? It was the month of Maha, that is January to February by the English calendar, the middle of winter. By my watch, it was 3:30 in the afternoon. The sun was soothing. On either side of the road were paddy fields as far as the eye could see. Harvest was over and there had been a good crop that year. So, it was the month of Maha. So, Maha means it is the month from January to February as per the English calendar. The middle of winter. So, it is the middle of the winter season, right? So by my watch, it was 3:30 in the afternoon. So as per his watch timings, what is the time? It is 3:30 in the afternoon. The sun was soothing. So soothing means, what is the meaning? It is little bit calm. Okay, it is, as it is 3:30, it is not heavily sunny. It is little bit calm. On either side of the road were paddy fields. So both the side of the road were filled with paddy fields, rice fields, as far as the eye could see. Okay, so as far as they could see, both sides of the road were looking so greenish, as it is filled with rice fields. Harvest was over and there had been a good crop that year. So by that time, the harvest was over, completed, and the crop was good during that year. So this was what they are seeing as they are going to their native village. After about 10 minutes, we came to the local school. Beyond the iron gates were the playing field and the two-storied school building. We got down from the car and stood in front of the gate. Right. So, after about 10 minutes, that is after traveling for 10 minutes, they had reached their local school. So, beyond the iron gates were the playing field and the two-storied school building. Two-storied means the school building with two floors. Okay. We got down from the car and stood in front of the gate. So they are getting down from the car and they are standing in front of the iron gate. I asked Aditya whether everything was still the same. He replied that everything had changed. So here I refers to whom? I refers to the author Satyajit Ray, right? So I asked to Aditya whether everything was still the same, whether everything is same, because Aditya belongs to Brahmapur and the author is new to that place, right? So he is asking whether everything is still the same or is there any changes. He replied that everything had changed. Who replied? Aditya is replying that everything had changed. A school used to be one storied and a new building has come up which was not there. Okay, so when I was studying in my school, our school used to have only one floor, one storied. Okay, and a new building has come up, but now the school become two storied and also there is a new building which was not there. Okay, which was not there means which was not there when Aditya was studying in that school. Were you not a good student? I asked. So the author is asking, were you not a good student in your school? Yes, but my position was always second, he replied. We decided to go and have tea at Nagin uncle's tea shop, which stood next to a grocery shop and opposite a temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. Soon we caught sight of Nagin's tea cabin written on a signboard over the shop. Okay, so what is the question of the author? He is asking, were you not a good student? Aren't you a good student in school? Okay, yes, I am a good student. This is the reply of Aditya. Yes, I am a good student, but my position was always second. But my place will be always second in the school, he replied. Aditya replied. We decided to go and have tea at Nagin uncle's tea shop. Okay, so after this conversation and after they are visiting the school, they had decided to go and have tea at Nagin uncle's tea shop because Aditya wants to have a visit at him and he wants to have a tea at his tea shop. We have seen in the previous page, right? So they have decided to go and have a tea at Nagin uncle's tea shop, which stood next to a grocery shop and opposite a temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. So the tea shop is opposite to a temple of Lord Shiva. Soon we caught sight of Nagin's tea cabin written on a signboard over the shop. See, we can see in this picture. See, look at this picture. There is Nagin's tea cabin. It is written here, right? So soon they are seeing a notice board written Nagin tea cabin. So signboard means notice board. Okay, or a board on which the name is written like that. Okay. The owner of the tea shop, now over 60, a little rustic in appearance with his white neatly combed hair and clean look, was the same as before. He was wearing a dhoti and a blue striped shirt that could be seen from under a green shawl. Okay, the owner of the tea shop, so what is his appearance now is, now over 60, so his age might be almost 60 now. A little rustic in appearance. So what is mean by a rustic is looking like the people living in the village side, countryside. Countryside means in the village side. Rustic in appearance with his white neatly combed hair. So all his hair is white and it is neatly combed. Clean look was the same as before. So he was looking as same when he had seen him before 29 years. Okay, but now except for the age and his appearance. He was wearing a dhoti and a blue striped shirt that could be seen from under a green shawl. So he is wearing dhoti and a blue striped shirt. Okay. Not recognizing Aditya, he asked us where he had come from. So the Nagin uncle could not recognize, that is, he could not identify Aditya, and he is asking where they had come from. Deodarganj, Aditya replied. Okay, so Aditya replied that they are coming from Deodarganj. We are on our way to Kolkata. So actually we are on our way to Kolkata. A little surprised, Nagin uncle asked why we were there. Okay, so he is asking why did you come here? So you are telling that you are on your way to Kolkata, but why did you come here? To have tea at your shop, said Aditya. Certainly, besides tea, I have biscuits and savories. Okay, so to have, what is the reply of Aditya is telling we have came just to have a tea at your shop. So what Nagin uncle is replying is, certainly besides tea I have biscuits and savories. Savories means some salty cookies. Okay, so besides tea in my shop we have biscuits and savories. Okay, so give us 2 nanhatai each. So who is asking? Aditya is asking, give us 2 nanhatai each. So what is nanhatai is? It is actually a snack. It is a Persian word actually. It is not an English word. It is a Persian word which means bread. Okay, so besides that, listen, your book it is given. See, look at the do you know part. Nanhatai is an authentic Indian sweet which is popular in India and Pakistan. Okay, it is an ancient Indian sweet, a famous sweet which is popular in India and Pakistan. See, the picture is given. If you get a chance to taste it, please buy me few. Right? Okay. So Aditya is asking to give 2 nanhatai each for them, he and his friend. We sat on 2 tin chairs. There was only one other customer sitting at a corner table, neither eating nor drinking tea, but sitting with his head bent as though he were sleeping. Okay. So we sat on 2 tin chairs. So both of them were sitting on 2 tin chairs which was provided there. There was only one other customer sitting at a corner table, neither eating nor drinking tea. Okay, apart from 2 of them, one more customer is there. He is sitting in the corner of a table. He is neither eating any snacks, he is nor taking any tea, but sitting with his head bent as though he were sleeping. But he is sitting by bending his head, looking like sleeping. Addressing him as Mr. Sanyal. So now we are coming to the 4th character in the prose. So we have seen Aditya, Arthur Satyajit Ray and the Nagin uncle. Okay, now the 4th character is Mr. Sanyal. Addressing him as Mr. Sanyal, Nagin uncle reminded him to go home as it was already 4 p.m. Other customers would soon be coming. Addressing us, he said with a wink in his eye, a little hard of hearing, cannot see well either, but has no money to buy spectacles. Okay, so one more person is sitting there. His name is Mr. Sanyal. So Nagin uncle is telling to him, go to home because the time is already 4 p.m. Other customers would soon be coming. So some other customers will come and they have only 2 tin chairs there to sit. So you go home and the time is already 4 p.m. Addressing us. So after telling, so all this is said by Nagin uncle to Mr. Sanyal. Now he is telling to them, who? Us means here Aditya and Arthur. Addressing us, he said with a wink in his eye. Wink in his eye. Na erkanave I told you what is mean by wink in the prose. What is that? Ziggy zaga. Yeah? Okay. A little hard of hearing, cannot see well either, but has no money to buy spectacles. So what Nagan uncle is telling is, that person who, Mr. Sanyal, a little hard of hearing, he could not hear properly, cannot see well either, and also his eyesight is very poor, but has no money to buy spectacles, and also he is not having any money to buy spectacles. That's why I am telling to go home, because the time is already 4 p.m. So before getting dark, he might go to his home. Okay. So the fourth character is Mr. Sanyal. So let me stop with this today. Hope every one of you have understood. So Aditya and Satyajit Ray were business partners. On their way to Kolkata, they are coming back to visit his native place, because especially he wants to visit his Nagan uncle tea shop. And when on their way, they are going to their school, and then they are going to the Nagan uncle's tea shop, and they are having a tea, and there they are seeing the fourth character, Mr. Sanyal. Okay, now let us continue in the next class to have more details about Mr. Sanyal. So hope every one of you have understood. Thank you for watching. Thank you.